Trout, always glad to be back here. San Marcos is fully operational, 20 runs of the night. Pitching held the Penguins to just 2 hits. Just overall thoughts about how they performed, especially on opening night.
Yeah, you know, first start with Austin Eaton, right? Making his first start. I thought he was really good. You know, he attacked the strike zone and you know, just kept attacking. And so that's really tough. You sit for that long for 2 innings in a row and come back out. But that's why he's out there. He's got really good stuff and he's a competitor. And so we were wanting to get to 80, 90 pitches tonight, but the timing just kind of was the score dictated, hey, let's get him out, make sure to keep him healthy for next week. And so really good with him. But yeah, offensively, that was really fun, you know. And to me, it's all about barrels in the middle of the field. We preach to our guys all the time, try not to do too much, and they just took advantage of mistakes and took a lot of really good swings tonight. So really impressive job. Now we got to wake up and do it again tomorrow.
You know, that's kind of the thing with offensively I noticed in the first end. Like when the opportunity was there, it was almost like sharks to fitting frenzy. Y'all capitalized. How proud of you for especially when the offense jumped on Youngstown State early and being able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, that's the key, right? You know, all of a sudden somebody has one bad at bat in there and, you know, gets a selfish swing or something like that and they're out of the inning. They were never satisfied. You know, we'd look up and we scored a bunch of runs, there were still no outs, and then we got it going again. And so they were locked in tonight. And this offense is fun. Even the guys, you know, they didn't start tonight, came in. There was a lot of barrels from those guys as well. So it's a very competitive group, a very talented group. And so, yeah, they just were never satisfied.
Even though it was a blowout, it's always good to see a lot of players, especially when it's the home opener and in front of a really high energy crowd. What did you think of all of your young players coming in, especially getting to play under the lights?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't drawing that up this morning when I was planning the game plan, but yeah, that's awesome. We got every one of our hitters in tonight, and all got an at bat. As I tell them, it's going to take all of us to go win a championship. So the quicker we can make evaluations on them, the better it is for us. And then they get their feet wet, right? You know, we're going to have injuries and things are going to happen. You're going to have to rely on your depth. But yeah, that's about as perfect as a night as you can have as far as the offense goes, coming out and getting everybody in the game.
You know, Eden got started with the pitching staff. You know, the offense is going to probably get the most of the headlines, but the pitching staff at 2 hits, only two runs. How proud of you, especially when the bullpen came in and closed it out?
Yeah, I thought everybody was in compete mode tonight. You know, they were getting their chance to get out there and show what they can do. Some guys ran some velo up there a little bit higher than they've shown in inter squads, which is always part of getting them out there and seeing how their heartbeat was. But you know, all of them made really good quality pitches and had all speed to go with it. And so those guys, you know, earned themselves another chance to go back out there when the time's right. But yeah, anytime that only knocking the night was 6 walks, so that's probably jitters and you know, part of it. But I thought they did a really good job of recollecting themselves and refocusing and get back in the strike zone.
Now, with a huge win, y'all got to refocus, get back after it on Saturday. What's it going to take to get another W on the board?
Yeah, you guys hear me all the time. We have the midnight rule, right? So I told them, hey, yeah, for the next 3 hours, enjoy it with your family, enjoy everything, and then at midnight hits, we got to go. Tomorrow's going to be a different day. It's going to be a colder day. Wind's going to blow in about 20 miles an hour. And more importantly, they're going to have a lot of emotion trying to come back in and salvage a win. And so this game, if you get caught in the pass, you're going to get beat. And so you got to come out tomorrow hungry. That starts with our stretch and our BP and how we approach the day as soon as we walk in.
You know, Coach, it's always easy to take the foot off the gas when you hang a 20 spot in the first game. What is your message to the team for them to be able to keep the foot on the gas and not coast through the rest of the game after they put up 14 in the first 2 innings? Yeah,
you know, just don't play to the scoreboard. We say all the time, don't play the scoreboard, play to our standard. And our standard is we just keep competing every pitch. And so to me, that's probably, you know, what spoke to me more about our team was you're exactly right. There wasn't a lot of loose swings in there, a lot of guys trying to do too much. They just kept doing what we teach them all the time and what we believe in. And top to bottom, they just kept having that approach.
Yeah, thank you. And, you know, you can never say that you expect 20 runs out of a team, but you got to see the team, you know, all fall leading up to game, and especially in the week leading up to home opener tonight. Is this sort of what you expected for the team to come out swinging this hot, or what did you expect tonight?
No, I didn't expect this. I mean, I think we're going to be good on offense. I do think we have some really good players, and we'll figure out that lineup. We have guys that didn't start tonight that are really good players as well. So to me, it's just, you know, just one of those special nights that shows up. And so we've been good on offense in the fall and in the spring. But yeah, it's hard to draw up the 20-run night. Yeah.
I think you just said you have your midnight rule, Coach, where it's basically play and forget, but this is still a big dominant win to start off the season. How does this dominant 18-point win where you drop 20 points in the season opener affect your team's confidence going into the rest of the season?
For sure. So the midnight rule is based off obviously just getting ready for the next day, right? But it is a game of confidence, right? So you want to take, you know, what we learned tonight, take the confidence into tomorrow for sure. We just can't go in and go, well, we're just going to run and win these guys or beat these guys just because we beat them by 18. So to me, actually, all the momentum's on that side because they just gained 18 runs overnight, and now it's 0-0 walking in tomorrow. So, but yeah, you got to take your confidence when you have nights like tonight and to roll it into the next day.
Now, I don't think 20 wins is surprise to y'all, considering y'all kind of did this last season. Y'all are just continuing the momentum for this season. But what was the key to kind of putting 21s on the board?
Yeah, it's super fun, first of all, to come out here and play a team that's not your own guys. So fun to see some new faces that we get to play against. I think everybody was just itching to get out here. Just a good offensive approach overall. Pitchers did a great job too, and yeah, that 21 is awesome to get the confidence rolling to get the season started.
You know, noticed in the first inning, like once one person got started, the ball got rolling, and it's almost like shark shift hitting frenzy, just getting hungry to put more boards. What was the key to staying hungry, especially in the first and second innings?
Yeah, I think we kind of saw some of that last year. We'd have really good early innings and then kind of shut down from there. So that's one of the big things we focused on with Trouty is kind of staying through those middle innings too and staying hot throughout the whole game rather than just giving up.
You know, anytime you get a big win like this, you see a lot of young players get their first time to be out here on the field. How happy does it make you feel to see a lot of players get a lot of playing time tonight?
Yeah, it's awesome, especially with the success they had. I mean, those guys deserve it just as much as anybody, and it's extremely exciting to see guys like Samson Pugh hit his first homer. Ryan Farber obviously had a great night, but yeah, those guys getting that extra playing time is so fun to see. It's really cool.
You know, you had a major bomb, I think, that grand slam. I think the stat said it was like 400 feet, almost went into the parking lot. But what did you see on that pitch?
Yeah, I just saw a good pitch that I was looking for. Really just want to give all my glory to God. That's why I'm out there playing. That's the reason I can be out there. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is the reason I can go out there and play. But yeah, I saw a good pitch, got what I was looking for in a good count, and just didn't try to do too much, and just took a good swing. I guess felt good.
You know, anytime you hit a grand slam, it's always a big moment. But what is it about hitting a grand slam that seemingly kills the other team's momentum?
Yeah, it's tough to come back from 4 runs at one time. It's tough to fight against that momentum that we get from that. So it's just a good moment for the Bobcats, bad for the other team, but thankfully it happened to us.
You know, going to the other side, your pitchers did an amazing job, only allowing 2 runs, 2 hits. How proud are you for, you know, offenses doing their job and the pitching staff's doing their job?
Yeah, it's super fun when both sides come together, right? Pitchers are going to pick us up at some point this year. We're going to pick them up, but it's really fun when we're both clicking like that. Pitchers did an amazing job tonight. We have an incredible staff, incredible coaches that have it all working together right now. So yeah, we're just looking forward to tomorrow.
And focusing on tomorrow, I know you got the midnight roll and all that stuff, but what is it going to take to put another performance like this into Saturday, especially when the weather's going to be a little bit different than how it was in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I think just bringing that same intensity. In pregame, everybody was super locked in, obviously, today, and it shows how much we can do as an offense and as a pitching staff whenever everybody's on that same page with that intensity. So if we can bring that every single day, it's going to be a good year.
You know, the firsts of the season are always the big ones. You know, it's always good to get the first ones out of the way.
For sure.
As a player, what does it feel like, you know, to get the first one on opening day, to hit that first home run? How big is that in terms of confidence?
Yeah, it's huge, especially team confidence. Starting off 1-0 is massive. Never want to start 0-1, but just getting all the Bobcat Nation out here and getting that 1-0 start is awesome for the program. And yeah, getting your first hit out of the way is always something cool. So yeah, it's good to get the first one out of the way.
What does it mean, Cade, to have every player step up in their first game of the season? Like, what does that do for the locker room going into the season?
It's awesome, yeah. It's a huge confidence booster knowing that it's not just 9 guys we have out there. We have a ton of dudes who can play. Every single guy in a uniform can play. We got a ton of studs, a ton of young guys. It's awesome knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself, but you can trust those guys next to you and really lean on them.